I knew you'd be here.
Gene, let's go.
That's my father.
Didn't he leave when you were 1?
He's mentally ill, lives in a home.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I must seem like a stranger to you.
You said Sarah just now.
Yes.
You just said Sarah, and I'm Rachel.
Yeah, it's always nice to do different, a whole variety of things if I can, and this definitely, it wasn't exactly, Richard III, but it was, yeah, he's an affable guy, and it was fun to try to figure out the dynamic between Jocelyn and my character playing stepbrother and sister and really being husband and wife. And
I think definitely it was challenging sometimes, but for the most part it was great. And just great to have someone who you can go home with and has your back the whole time. And it's not based off of anyone I know or, but
That's
just
what I wondered
personal
the whole time.
thematically. Just personal thematically in terms of, about trying to get to know our parents and how much do we really ever know them, and that sort of generational divide of, how much we can. So with Rachel stepping into her mother's shoes, getting to know her dad from such a different perspective.
Do you think what I'm doing is pointless?
What?
Do you think I can win her back?
For this particular story, I wanted it to feel very open-ended in terms of, how people would choose to see the ending, how people would interpret that as a choice for her character. Whether you thought even that his dementia was something that was a condition or something that was almost self-imposed
Exactly.
because of the regrets that he had in his life. I think she's tightly wound, she never really feels like she's known herself and has looked, I think, to others to kind of define her, to figure out where she is. And I think that's something that as an actor and as a person, as an artist, is something that I've dealt with, trying to define myself and looking a lot of times to other people to tell me who I am, and which I think is where part of that title comes from, along with a quote being from the man of La Mancha music, I am I, Don Quixote.
Sarah.
Hi. If this is the only way I can get to know him, I will take what I can get.
We did shoot in a nursing home. I had a lot of experience in nursing homes growing up. My grandmother was in one from the time I was 8 to the time I was 23.
Yeah, I'd done a little hospice in the past as a volunteer, so I was aware of, Alzheimer's patients and being around, the elderly and, so it's not foreign territory. There's always a place where directors, writers, and actors, we reflect on one another. We take the best of what we've got, but it's always a little different. I think the takes are always a little different, or can be. I literally couldn't remember because it was because of the war. I figure he's a Vietnam vet. I figure he was an alcoholic. I figure he was a real mess. It was PTSD, and had an episode at the house with his wife just before his daughter, just in that place where his daughter was born. Didn't get to know her and was a homeless all over the country, like many Vietnam vets are. She was a lovely human being and evoked love in everyone that who she cared about.
Think Keith could get into that? You more relaxed? He's pretty relaxed, but it was more of a style question. He'd be doing a mom vibe. I mean, not moms in general, but your mom.
I think it's her. I think it's the who she is that, and we mentioned this before, Simon's work on the outside, watching us all and helping us with our performances, and he would always deal with Jocelyn. He would never come to us directly, but their intermarriage and intercreative relationship was very crucial to what we were able to accomplish, I think, as actors.